Never judge a man in a transit because you never know what he might become. This week instead of Scaffolding, we're showing you how we make this roof 110% watertight. Meanwhile, I disclose a major story about a nosy neighbour who once doubted me and is now proven wrong. My name's Joe, we are selling Scaffolding, and this is episode 74. So we're back in business. We are in the Defender, the absolute tank, the power horse. And to be honest, I absolutely love this vehicle. It is, hand on heart, the best car I've ever driven. It is just unbelievable. Like, the Range Rover's lovely, but this for me is just a proper boys car. And to be honest, I never really loved the pickup. I didn't really love driving it. I never really felt like it sounds a bit cringy, but like a boss man when I was driving it. Do you know what I mean? It had no power, it had no guts. I didn't like driving it, whereas this I absolutely love, and it is, yeah, hand on heart, the best car I've ever had, and I absolutely love it. But I feel very lucky to be able to drive it every day. And the maddest thing as well is, obviously, Stella is absolutely flying. It's doing extremely well. Some lovely jobs that are in the pipeline. Now, the crazy thing is, these vehicles weren't actually paid for by Stella. They were paid for by the Academy, which has only actually been operational for 7 weeks. And to be honest, the Academy for me is me giving back to the industry and helping people. There's a lot of people out there that were in positions that I was in, you know, a lot of it's like mental health issues they need, or mindset issues, you know, they need structure in their day, they need personal development, which is exactly what I'm doing. I feel like I'm a bit of a pro at it, to be honest. With the mindset stuff, I can spin a situation like that, you know, through talking to someone, and you know, there's a lot of value that I've got in that because I've been there myself. And then a lot of it's structure, so it's people that are either on the tools or they've got no systems in their business, you know, they're struggling to take it to the next level. So I've basically done everything, working with mindset coaches, mentors, and all people that have helped me get to where I am, you know. And in line with that, I've always got to talk about, obviously, listen, we've got an unbelievable office as well, you know, I've built an unbelievable team, you know, of real winners, yeah, but I had to go through this bit before they could come in, you know, which was the mindset coaches, you know, the mentors, and that's everything that I've learned. Now, one of the things I'm huge on, and I coach in the Academy a lot, again, that I've said there, is the personal development side. And the reason why is because it sets the tone for everything, you know. And like, if you look at Stella and the energy of Stella and the energy in the videos and the branding, you know, the image, it's all me. Do you know what I mean? It's all really good looking. I'm joking. I'm not joking. It's all high energy, you know, it looks the part. It's like, it's positive and uplifting, and it's aspirational, you know, and it's like go, go, go. And that's literally me. Whereas if you're a director, if you imagine if I was polar opposite to that, then how's everyone else going to be lifted around me? They're not. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if someone else stepped up to the plate to create that energy, he should be the owner, so he's going to jump ship anyway and go and create his own thing. That energy is massive, and personal development is absolutely huge, and it's why I'm so big on it and coaching it in the Academy. So that's kind of the bones and the structure of that. But the biggest thing for me about the Academy is the Academy is for me. You know, that's like my lifestyle money, essentially. You know, like, 7.5 years, I've grinded, you know, I've gone through so much, back to the wall, you know, I've been doubted by people, I've taken on jobs that people said we shouldn't have taken on. I'm so proud of myself, and I feel like I deserve something now where I can level up myself. And listen, don't get it like, listen, we live a very good life. The business is unbelievable, it's changed my life, but you know, to go to that next tier of lifestyle, I've got my sights set on a house on Wentworth. I saw a Rolls Royce the other day for 450 grand. Like, all of these things are things that I will obtain. But the way that I'm doing that is by carrying working with the brands and building the YouTube channel, building Stella to what it is, but keep reinvesting in Stella because it's the only way that it will grow and get it to where I want it to. And also build out the Academy, which is going unbelievable. It's already close of taking 6 figures, you know, it's like, it's absolutely flying, and everyone in there is doing extremely well, and the rewards that people are getting for the investment they've made and jumping in with me is way more than what I've done from the whole Academy. Some of the results are unbelievable, you know, and the thing about this with mentorship and working with mentors and mindset coaches is, yes, it's a 12-week program, but this is a 12-week program for you to implement for the rest of your life. Some people are short-sighted, they come on a call and they think, oh, it's that much, oh God. but the return on investment is massive. If anything, I've got my pants being pulled down, you know, because the return on investment is monstrous. But I'm building it, we're getting the testimonials, which are going to be coming very soon, and they're going to be unbelievable. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. But listen, that is how this was taken. If it wasn't for the academy, I don't think I would have gone and got these yet, not that soon. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving what we're doing. But we are on the way today to the boys in Reading. They've actually been working two-handed on the majority of this. Ash and Jake, absolute powerhouses of men. And today they're going to be sheeting the roof. So we're going to be up there with the boys, watching them sheet the roof. I've also got a story that is going to come that is massive. Yeah, and this is a massive never, ever, ever give up story. Yeah, and it's a story that I've been waiting to tell for a long time. And today is the moment, okay? So after the weekly recap in this episode, I'm going to tell you a huge story that is going to motivate the life out of you, and for every single one of you will tell you to never, ever give up on your dream. So the boys are up and getting set up now, but whilst they do so, let's have a little walk around of the new truck, shall we? So here she is. This is the Urban Automotive. Now what we're going to do, and people are going to say, oh you good, you're copying Asphalt. Fine, whatever, I don't care, I'm copying Asphalt. And what I'm going to do is get on the front here, where it says Urban, we're going to get that replaced to say Stella, which is going to look the absolute diddly duts, AKA nuts. So I'm very excited for that. We're also, if you come to the back, going to get these bits here nice and wrapped as well, so they're going to be fully blacked out. But no, listen, this is the new truck. I absolutely love it. By far the best car I've ever driven. And also in the old truck, got the wands as well. So if anyone wants to see me turn it up, you only got to put that in the comments. Joey, turn it up and that'll get done, no problems. But obviously in the old pickup, where the back of it was open, all of mine had stuff had to go on the back seats and it looked scruffy. Although a lot of it, to be fair, is actually hers. This is the guilty party.
I have a lot of stuff, what can I say?
You got nice teeth.
Thanks.
But yeah, it was very cramped, but now we've actually got a proper boot, and I can't wait when I get my big fat house in the country. Can't wait to say my big trained attack dog, I say in there, and he jumps up on the seat like a big cane Corsa, and I'll just be looking at him in the mirror just saying I love you, I love you. But yeah, listen, I absolutely love it. Very proud once again. It's another little milestone, but we're about to get to the nitty gritty with the boys up on the scaffold, watching them sheet this roof. They're going to complete that today, and it's going to be an absolute belter. And get ready for after the week's recap for my story about the nosy neighbour and something that backfired massively. But of course, it's a big story for those of you who are in the trenches and ready, waiting for your come up. What's happening? All right, Speedy? No games played, brother. You all right? Huh?
Lovely.
No, thank you, bro. I love it, mate. Best car I've ever driven, bro. Yeah. Right, gloves.
Yeah, please.
Yeah?
You alright?
Yeah, you?
What's up?
I love it.
What's up, stuff?
Man like James, yeah? Huh? So yeah, Big Jakey, who's down here somewhere, him and Ash have been on, they've been on a price on this one, so safety has to come first and foremost, but they've been given a price to get it done in X amount of time. There's been a few moans in the firm about it, the fact they had a price, but listen, if the lads ask for a price, I give a price. I've always have done, always will do. But when you're up against it, you know, if it means the boys can earn a bit of money and things get done, then fine. But again, safety has to come first and foremost. So for those who don't want to moan about that as well, don't worry, safety is first and foremost.
Also, people have been moaning that no one believes that it was two-handed.
A lot of you disbelievers, again, doubted that the boys actually did this two-handed, and they did it two-handed. So the only time they've had extra manpower here was yesterday, and that was to get the beams in. Yeah, this has been done two-handed by these absolute powerhouses. But again, it's what we do at Stella. So yeah, winners win. But just for you to see the process, so the boys have got all the sheets off. They've been walked up from the wagon here. They've been walked around to this point here, onto the next bit. And then they've had a man on this little boarded out level bit you can see there. Once they got up to that level here, the little boarded out platform below the main boarded deck, obviously they're then just chained up. So I've got the lads a load of gloves. Obviously you would have seen that this morning as well. And that's obviously because the sheets are just so sharp, so you don't want any nasty injuries. But yeah, the boys are just getting the material up there now. It's going up to the boys. There's a hoisted in as well. That's for the main contractor when they're here. And there's also another block to do. So we've done one of the blocks here, and there's another block, there's 3 to do here, and potentially a few more, but it's been a lovely little contract this. Something that started small and then just got bigger and bigger. Got Jams in there doing some work finally. So we are back with Jordan Cam. He is making his way to the top of the scaffold, ladder by ladder, climbing up all the way. Once he is up on the roof where he is now, he's going to be up there with Ash. These boys are sheeting this absolute beast today that was erected two-handed by Jake and Ash. The boys have absolutely flown this and it's looking super, super smart. We're going to see this get fully completed today, so strap in and enjoy the ride. So I'm currently up here with the boys. I've not been this high for a very long time, but I'm all right, I'm okay. I've got wobbly legs a little bit, wobbly knees, but we're all good. Now, as you can see, the boys have started from the back left corner with the roof. Now, the reason for that is because, obviously, when the rain comes onto the roof, right? So it starts raining. What this means, obviously, first of all, there's a slope, so that it can drain down. But the reason why the sheets overlap the way they do and we start on the back left corner is so that it constantly is sat on top. So when the rain drains down, it just goes, well, it's quite hard to do it. I'm confusing myself basically. But basically what it does is obviously you picture the rainwater coming down, and obviously the reason why we start on the back left and overlap this way and nothing gets in and the rain won't leak through to the roof, which is the whole point of this. So the building below us, well, the building over here, over there, that Sean is currently up there with Jam and a few other bods, that was the one that we did previously. But they've had issues there where the roof is now leaking. So water is absolutely flying through. And at first we were worried that could it have been something we've done, and you know, we're concerned that there could be some damage caused by us. Obviously there wasn't. Yeah, that's been boxed off, but there's an issue with one of the pipes that's blocked, but it's actually been getting water into people's flats. Yeah, a bit of a disaster there, to be honest. The next one to be done from after this is the one next to it. So we started here, and when we actually started these, they were just for a standard re-roof. We weren't actually meant to be putting temporary roofs on them, but they found asbestos. So yeah, we've had to get in, put the first scaffold up down there, then we're called to put in the roof. This one here, they know what they're dealing with, so they've asked to do the roof straight away. And then the third one, I imagine that's going to be the same. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely job. The boys as well, have obviously done it on a price. The extra men they've got in today will come off that price. They had extra men in yesterday and today to get the beams in the sheet. But yeah, you can see they're making very, very good progress here. Jordan's got obviously his camera on his head as well. Ash is over there. Both the boys have got their nursery reels on, and Abs is clipped on as well. So yeah, we've got a proper system up here, proper structure. Boys are rocking and rolling there. Not far off halfway through now, probably just over a third of the way. But yeah, they're absolutely flying this through, and it is lovely weather for it too, so I hope you are enjoying it. I'm also able to fly my drone here, which is lovely. I've got my time lapse over there. I've got the main camera here, the main event. We've got the GoPro on Jordan's head, and we've got my drone as well, rocking and rolling up in the sky. So it's a full-on big old setup for YouTube. While we're getting closer to hearing who went bust and why the building was evacuated, the boys are making very good progress, as you can see from this time-lapse angle, sheeting this roof bit by bit. YouTube content going up there. Never stops. Monday morning in Paphos. Oh, wrong one. Wrong door set. Morning run. Lovely Paphos. There we go. So, the gym doesn't actually open until 7 AM. Lazy bastards. So, I'm gonna go for a run. Now, the reason I don't have a t-shirt on, to be honest, is because all the t-shirts I've been wearing now stink of sweat, because I've been training out here every day. And I got here, when did I get here? I got here on last Friday. No, I got here last Thursday. And don't get me wrong, it's lovely out here. But I just want to be grafting. I don't want to be on holiday. I'm just loving the graft at the minute. I've got the academy I'm building. Stella's got some lovely projects coming up, but we also had a few bits pushed back as well. So there's a lot I can be doing and a lot I need to be doing. And while I'm loving life at the minute, I'm definitely man in the van. But yeah, while I'm enjoying life, I'm definitely I want to be working, I want to be grafting. You know, I'm loving the work, loving what I do, loving my business. I've been having coaching calls out here as well, onboarding new clients for the academy. And yeah, I want to be working, you know, but it is what it is. I'm back Thursday. Like I said, I'm carried on training out here. I've not really got my usual holiday belly either, and I don't think I will now either. But yeah, God, look at these stray cats. There's actually a new building going up here, I see as well. We'll go over there later and have a look. I'm going to show you. There's a new building going up there. They've got a load of scaffold up there, and I've got a few interesting facts for you actually. Because did you know that scaffolding actually originated in Greece? And although we're in Paphos, everyone, when I say we're going to Paphos, they're like, oh, Greece is lovely, even though it's in Cyprus. But yeah, so we're going to go and have a little look at that as well, because there's a couple of similarities there. And you know what, I'll be honest, I actually miss my Defender. Sad, isn't it? Very sad. I need to check I'm definitely looking the right way for crossing this road. Because that'd be an end to it all, wouldn't it, on camera? It'd be my most viral video and I want you to be here to see it. Oh, look at this. I'm actually going to have to flip the camera around for this. Jesus. Look at the state of that. My God. Brownie would be having a meltdown coming to inspect this. Look at the state of this. Is that even load bearing? I reckon if you farted hard enough on that top lift, the whole thing would just collapse. That is mental. Ag. Yeah, that scaffold looks like ag. Jesus. That is mental. That is some ropey stuff, isn't it? Oh, we've got a nice solid rubble chute though. Give them that. Nice rubble chute. Jesus. Mad. Crazy, crazy. Sun's up. Oh. And we're getting it done. Early morning. Mindset is in check. And our cardio's going in. Getting this done. No games played. No excuses. Had a bit of naughty food yesterday. The last couple of days. But we don't let that set the standard. Monday, new week. The fast is done. What can we achieve? Massive day ahead. In the sun. Getting things done. And just like that. Oh, back where we started. Oh, out of breath. Ready to go for the day. Getting closer and closer to the big reveal of dramas that have happened. Who's gone bust. And why I've had to evacuate the building. But yeah, it's all to come, it's all to come. Home time. The last day today. It's been an absolutely lovely trip. I'm absolutely buzzing to get back to it though. I've still been doing bits out here, but it's not the same, to be honest. I like to be I like to be in the thick of it all. I like to know what's going on, and yeah, I like to be busy. So looking forward to being back. Which the phone connection when you're abroad is never the same, is it? I feel like you can never actually like fully engage, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting back and getting in business. Now, there's a little project over here that I thought we'd go and have a little look at while in Paphos. I've actually got my drone, so hopefully I don't get shot trying to fly it. If I do, I die doing something I love. We're going to go over here. It is roasting. This is one thing I'm going to miss, the sun. I love the sun, and yeah, this is the one thing I will miss. She's a bit of a beast, as you can see, but this one here, it's obviously system they're using, but it looks a lot more structurally sound than the last one. Be nice probably to come out here, set up for a bit, set up shop, get a little office out here, you know, maybe come out on my own and get some bits done, but then that's also what Dubai is for. Now, annoyingly, I don't know how to change the setting on my drone. So we are governed by the limit it is currently set to, which is very frustrating. However, this is either a big old hotel or a big block of apartments. It looks like it's going to have a very nice view. But yeah, look at that, eh? Unbelievable. But even with that said, I'm absolutely buzzing to get back to the hustle and bustle, back to doing proper work every single day, and ultimately back to driving things forward. So before we get back up there with the boys, I've got a story that needs to be told. And there is something about this story that those of you who are striving for something and you've got people that doubt you, you're going to like this story. Now, when I first met Abs, Stella was nowhere near the company it is now. This is 4 years ago. Very, very different era to what it is now. The lads I had on at the time were nothing like the lads I've got now. The structure of the business was non-existent. And I was driving, because I wrote off my Mercedes, I was driving a very ropey Transit day to day. Very relatable for a lot of you, I'm sure. Probably very relatable, probably very unrelatable for a lot of you also. We've got a mixed bag audience. Now, when I went to collect Abs in my Transit, my old dusty Transit, it was our first date. So I've gone there to pick her up, and it was nothing like the Range Rover that she's in now, or nothing like the Defender that I'm in now. And the business was nothing like it is now. However, at that time, I turned up to Abs, and one of her nosy neighbours, and that's all I'll say, saw Abs getting into my Transit, my dusty old work vehicle, you know, of a young lad in his 20s, grafting, taking risks, doing all he can to drive forward, you know, right up against it all the time, about to come into a massive situation where he's going to have every single person coming after him because he's grown too quick and wasn't able to control it. Now, an old man, a nosy neighbour, has looked out the window, seen Abs getting in the pickup, and has said to someone, wow, she really knows how to pick them. Now, that there is something that stuck with me for a very long time, and I knew the direction I was going in, and I knew the direction that I'm going to go in. And where I'm at now, although it looks like I'm becoming successful, is a million miles from where I will be. Yeah? My status will become huge in business with everything I'm doing. And I knew that way before anyone else did. So, for anyone out there who's in a little truck, in your Transit, grinding, driving forward day in, day out, doing everything that you can to move your company forward, all because you have a plan, a goal, a vision, and bravery as a man to know that you are going to get there, then when you have people that could never walk in your shoes, judge you, or comment on where you're at in life, use that as fuel and add it to the fire. because that's exactly what I did. And I'm in a position right now where I could probably sell Stella Scaffolding and buy every single asset that he has, and you could probably times them by 3 and I would still be left with change. So, and I'm only just getting started. So again, to anyone out there, I'm going to say this in a different way first. If you're one of these people who doubts people, yeah, then you are a waste of space. If you're someone who's being doubted, but you've got the heart to keep going, then you are everything that this world needs. So to anyone out there who's got a dream, who's on a mission, who's got ambition, keep doing what you're doing. Because hear it from a man who has things going to plan, that everything you do will and can be achieved.
Flying absolutely everywhere. Do you know what, it's actually so nice I can fly the drone, because normally in London we can't fly them anywhere. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But to be able to actually get it out, I think it's going to make the content look unbelievable. And obviously this is a whole build of how we sheet this roof and make it watertight. So we've got Sam, who's down the side there. Sam's doing all the monoflex, as you can see, around the side. And obviously what that's going to do is any rain that drives inwards, that's going to make sure that it hits the sheeting and obviously doesn't come into the roof. It doesn't come into the roof, which obviously is being stripped, and there's apartments below. So very, very important. Obviously water getting in there, being on our shoulders, would be very, very detrimental. So yeah, we can't have that happen at all. But Sam is unbelievable, and you can see how tight he makes it. And he's actually here on his own as well. It just looks the nuts, and obviously the boys hate doing the monoflex. So to have someone who can literally do it for us, he's come out on his own, unbelievable. And he's someone that we use on all of our jobs, and he is the reason why our roofs look so smart, and there's no two ways about that. So but in terms of our work here, what we're doing here, obviously we're getting all of these sheets all the way along now. So the boys are getting nice and close towards that end bit there. We've got to have a lap over the edge. How much of the sheet's got a lap on the edge? How much of the sheet's got a lap over the edge? Is it like a foot or not?
What, on the back of the front?
Yeah, on the side.
9 inches to a foot, yeah.
Like 9 inches a foot, yeah? Yeah, cool. So on either end, they'll have about a foot overhang, and that obviously again is to make sure that nothing can get in on the corners and it's all nice and watertight, which is the whole point again of this roof. So yeah, the boys are making brilliant progress. They're going to get the last of the sheets done, and then once that's up, you're going to see here where you've got these clamps, here, they're going to get a line of tube. So the long will come up, they'll get long tube up, and then what they'll do is they'll line them all out. They get fixed together, and that then locks all of it down. So you'll have, wherever you can see the fixings all the way up the roof, you're going to have a tube that's going to go in all the way up, and again that then stops, and when the wind gets under it, nothing is going to lift off. So it just keeps it nice and safe, makes it 110% watertight, which some of you will say you can't, but we always do. But no, they say you can't make it 100% watertight. They say rain will always get in somewhere, and maybe that's the case, fine. I don't want to argue with anyone, not today, all right? I'm having a good day. But no, this is what makes it 99.9999999% watertight. So this is a full build of making this whole project nice and watertight. So as at the minute you can see, we've had to jump down, for the simple reason being the boys are about to sheet right the way to the end, so there's no safe way of getting down. So we've jumped down, and we are now on to the flat roof. Now Sam is over there, he hasn't got a hard hat on, he's not got any a harness either. Very, very good at what he does. He's not actually a part of Stella though, so I'm not going to tell him, all right? And it's not my site, okay? But yeah, Sam is he's flying around with the mono. And you can see how tight it all looks as well. So he's getting these bungees nice and tight, and it just looks like super, super, super squeaky. Yeah, no, it just looks unbelievable. Very, very good work from Sam. And you can see that what he's done here, obviously that's the area that's getting exposed, is this bit here where it's been done for a re-roof. So the mono will stop at this level here. Obviously water's not gonna get in under there, but anything above here the water could drive in. So we're just getting it nice and compact, nice and watertight, super smart. So we're going to see this fully wrapped up today. We've had to jump down now, but the drone's going to go back up. Jordan's got his GoPro as well, so George Cam is still running. I've just looked at my time lapse as well, and that looks the nuts. So yeah, I'm excited by the new way we're setting these things up. We're investing a lot in it, I think you guys can see. So you're going to see this fully wrapped up today. The boys are getting closer and closer to go, but we are not there yet. There's a load of tube that's got to go up for the mat, which is what I discussed earlier, which is where they tie it down to keep all of the sheets nice and secure. So that will come up shortly, and then once that's done, the roof will be complete, and it's just a last tidy up, tidy round, and then we're down and out. We're doing extremely well. Sam's here on his own, he's absolutely flowing around doing this monoflex. It's looking super smart, and I'm extremely happy with how this is looking. So up come the long, these are our 21-foot tubes which are going down and will form what we call the mat. This is going to lock in all of the sheets and make sure that if high winds pick up or any sort of bad weather, the sheets stay down and the roof stays watertight.
I've been boring messages and emails, I've left voice messages. That I just sent was, as I've received no response to my emails and voice messages,
Yeah.
being handed to my debt collecting agency today.
Right.
And they've bounced almost straight back because I've been copying their department contractor.
Yeah.
This is where we've got their message back.
Nightmare. Do you know, I knew that's what I knew they were going to go pop. I knew it.
Right.
It's all these cuts. Do you know what it is? I've got a thing. It's all the main contractors that are growing too fast are the ones you don't want to be in with.
£3,577.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, that can go in the archive of people that have gone bust on us.
Yep, exactly. But there you go.
All right. Okie dokie.
At least I feel as if I'm not shouting at nobody anymore.
No. Well, that's well. The thing is, as soon as they go silent, yeah. It's always a pattern. As soon as they go silent, they're in trouble. So, but yeah, no, all good, no dramas. Thank you very much. All right, see you later.
See you then.
Bye. So, I've just had a call out of the blue. Weirdly, it must be this time of year. I've just had a main contractor go pop on me. Another client's just gone bust. This one is a small one, 3.5 grand to be honest, which is pocket change to me these days. No, it's definitely not. 3.5 grand is very annoying. That's a holiday. It's a trip to Paphos. It's a month's wages for some of the boys. It's yeah. Listen, it's not ideal, but am I going to cry about it? No. But yeah, that's the second client now that has gone bust. So anyone out there, one thing I will say is the pattern I do see is when people go quiet, they're in trouble. Yeah, there's a pattern there. And again, I'm not going to disclose who this main contractor is. They've gone bust, fine. The main contractors that are growing too fast, I don't want to deal with you. Hand on heart, do not want to deal with you. And I just feel like it's the ones that are, they're the ones that end up getting themselves in sticky situations. But yeah, crazy. Second client to go bust on us. This is for a small fee of 3.5 grand, but it's not nice. It still is, it's still a something, you know, so. Annoyingly, I'm not going to be able to show you the last of this being wrapped up because my drone has died. That is the last battery. Might need to buy some more batteries. Although I might be able to afford them now because someone's just gone bankrupt on me. Client number 2 to go bankrupt in less than a year. Mad. But yeah, we move. As it stands here, it's actually mad, isn't it? Has £114,500 in less than a year. It's a bit of money, that. That's a few years' salary to some people. We're getting to the finishing stages here, and then I'll be wrapping up the episode where it started in my Defender. So Jake has just come up to me there. Basically, so the property next door that we were talking about earlier, that was the building that had the leak. So the Sparky's come out just now, and he said, like, you got to get out of here. All the tenants have got to get out of here ASAP because the building could catch fire. So everyone's been evacuated, everyone's been cleaned out the building, and they're not going to be able to come back until, well, further notice, but they're saying earliest end of November, which is mad. Obviously, like, Christmas is coming, and yeah, there's people that have fully been removed from their houses. Crazy. So yeah, what an episode. So
Now the full build of this being done, of how we've made the building watertight, but a client got bust on me, and now on one of our projects, clients have been evacuated out of the building as an emergency. But this is a week in the life of Stellar Scaffolding, which by the way is going extremely well. Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep over the 3.5 grand. It is what it is, but yeah, hopefully these people don't lose sleep over being evacuated, because that is not very nice for anyone. So hopefully that gets sorted nice and soon. The scaffold here has been sorted. As always, the boys have absolutely smashed it to pieces, absolutely flown here. As always, super happy with progress and what the boys have done. They are an unbelievable group, and yeah, well, this company goes from strength to strength all the time. And like I always say, that starts from the labourers and it goes into the office, you know, everyone in there, and yeah, we're doing extremely well as a business at the minute. So yeah, very happy, and on and upwards we go. But I'm going to use that as a chance to wrap up the episode. Thanks to every single person who likes, comments and is subscribed. If you haven't already, please do so, and we'll see you again next week for the 3/4 century episode number 75.